Let's just start. You're the number one seed, so you're the last team to start the tournament, and everybody else has already played a game. Just what's it like to finally start play tonight in the event?
Well, that's always something that I'm concerned about because you're sitting around for a long time before you get to get into the action, and I think there's something to be said about getting that first out and getting through that first inning of ABs and kind of settling into the game. But I thought that our team did an outstanding job of settling in early. We made some things happen early tonight, and that was the difference in allowing us to kind of relax and play the game that we're capable of playing.
And then both teams pitched really well early, and then just talk about Alex though with the 8 innings and just what you thought.
Yeah, watching this game, it was definitely going to be a pitcher's duel. I thought this was going to be a game that ends up 3-2, 4-3, a very tight pitcher's duel. Greenfield was throwing the ball outstanding against us. We couldn't put anything big together against him. But Alex Winkleman was very good all the way through this game, and he's been better than that because I saw him a little bit upset with his command. He would miss in when he was trying to go away a couple times, and he started to get a little flustered there. But what was really nice is to see a young guy like that settle back in, collect his thoughts, and be able to make a big pitch after that. So. For a guy to come out and throw eight innings against a very competitive club like EIU and to be able to shut their offense down, you know that he was really competing tonight.
You talked about your offense early on. It really wasn't Teller and Gibson, but Scott Mitchell and some people in the other parts of the lineup really gave you the boost offensive early.
Well, I think that's, people look at us and they think, well, if Teller and Gibson don't score, then we're going to have trouble. But, I really think we're totally opposite of that. I think, Teller and Gibson come up with some big hits, but what happens is they always have a lot of guys on base to drive in, and we got guys at the bottom of our order that can do some damage, and Scott Mitchell's been one all season. It's just he seems to be ultra clutch in big situations like that, and I think everybody on this team relies on each other. They don't just look at right in the middle of our lineup and say, well, we got to wait until Matt and Derek come up, or we're going to struggle tonight. And that's been a difference in this season, is that they trust each other. From the top of the order to the bottom of the order, they know that we can manufacture and create runs at any part in our lineup, and that's really what's made us successful.
Obviously important to win tonight, but now you got Tennessee Tech and even a more important game tomorrow night. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think it's going to be super exciting tomorrow night. There's going to be there's going to be a lot of emotion in that game. I mean, we had a really good series at Tennessee Tech late in the year, so we're very familiar with each other. We just kind of wrapped up play with them, and I know that both teams are coming in with a lot of confidence, and neither team's afraid of the other team. What we're going to see tomorrow is we're going to see two offenses kind of battle it out, and I think the team that can actually throw the ball the best tomorrow is going to come out on top, and it's going to be as good as the offenses are. It's going to come down on who pitches the ball best tomorrow, because both teams, I think.
Let's start from the back of the inning and go forward. Ninth inning, you're down, and you came up with some key hits there. Not quite all the way back, but just tell us about the ninth inning comeback.
Well, I thought at the end of the game we finally regrouped against even Winkleman. Had a couple of hits, maybe not a key hit, but did what I've asked him to do. You got to chip away and you got to get hits the other way and do those things. We call it base hit approach. Obviously, SEMO did it the whole game. They did a nice job of getting runs. So, really proud of my guys, how they came back. We had a chance with the runner there to tie it up. Dimitri hits one out, but, proud of how the guys came back and battled. We just got to do that throughout the game and not late like that.
Well, let's go back to the beginning of the game and just how Joe started on the mound, and you thought his performance?
I thought he did great. It wasn't his best stuff. We talked about taking him out and say he hasn't given up a big hit. So I was really proud of how he battled without having the best stuff, knowing a team like them puts a lot of pressure on you. He didn't create those situations, so I thought he did a great job. We had some situations to get the lead bigger and to tie it up or to get it better, but Winkleman did a nice job, made some good pitches.
And tomorrow you got to come back early and play Jacksonville State again. So you've already played in the tournament. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that you've already seen?
Well, it's a good thing that I don't have to spend an hour and a half tonight when I get home looking at some video, but they're rested up. This is what always happens. You lose the night game. You got to come back. They did it this morning, did a great job. So it's tournament play. We're right now at a point where the loser goes home. So it's not about rest. It's just about who comes out and plays the best.
Thoughts on pitching for tomorrow, just generally overall?
Well, we're still solid. I mean, we got Slasnik, we got Johansmeyer, Troy in the pen. So our pitching is good. Obviously, you got to get to game one to go to game two. And right now, looking at that, we just got to beat J State and see what happens for game 2.